Hey, what's up guys? I hope you are doing well. In today's video we are going to talk about how to add a curve, okay? So let me just open this shortcuts and shift A. I will go to the curve, not this one, not the mesh one, not this circle. I'll just go to this one curve and I will go to the Bezier. Okay, when I can see a line like this. When I deselect it from there, I can see it's a black line. When I select it, I can grab it, or I can scale it, or I can rotate it, you see. But I'll press tab so I can see what's inside. Okay, let me select this. I can see it is 2 points. Let's see, this is 2 points and a line is between them. I mean 2 vertices. Okay, so what we can do is that we can grab this one, grab and make it like this, or we can grab it and press X so we can make it like this, or we can grab it and in the Y direction like this, you see. And I will control Z, control Z, control Z. I want to move this one. Let me move it. Let's move it here. But I see it makes it it moves from the Z axis. So we know how to solve this. Let's go there and press G and press Shift Z. So it will lock the Z axis. You see, and I will move it how I want, and it will not move in the Z axis. Okay, like this. And let's see something else, which is this one. For example, if I move this one, for example, I move this one G, I can move it like this, you see. And let's see, it's something like this happens. And the G, if I press Control Z and press G and Shift Z, I can move it without moving it from the Z axis. So it's something like this without moving from the Z axis. Okay, so we know that, and only by clicking on this point, but this point will select the whole thing. Okay, for example, if I select this one, I can grab it like this, you see, like this. And another thing which we can do is that we can scale it. Okay, we can scale it like this, but there's no use of this for this one. But I'll scale it from this one, but there's a use of it, you see. When I scale it and Shift Z, and you can see this will be more curvy, see. Shift Z, Shift Z, Shift Z, I mean Control Z. Let's go to there and let's select this one and grab it. See how it affects it. You see, it affects it in this direction. But what if Control Z and see what happens in this direction? You see what happens. Let's Shift Z and it changes. We can rotate them and rotate it from this direction and Shift Z like this. And I can grab it, as I said, we can grab it and see something like this happen. And we can scale it, you see, and scale it as both points. Okay, let's rotate this, and we can rotate this, and we can make it longer. But when we press tab, we see something like this. Okay, so what about this? About this here, let's see the draw tool. We can go to here and draw something like this, and something will be created, but not in a proper way. Well, I will press Ctrl Z and I will go to the press 7 and I will draw something like this, and I can see it's in a proper dimension. Okay, and we have extrude, which is when we come to here and select this, we can extrude something like this, or extrude it from this. But I will not use this one. Why? Because I have the E shortcut. I'll press E, and when I want something like this, I can put it like this. Okay, you see? And let's see what we can do with this one. And when I select this and scale it, yeah, I can see this one, something like this, and press something like this and Shift Z so I can grab it like this. I can close this one by what? Shift Z, let me extrude it a little bit, and let's go to this one and see what happens if we choose both of them. And let's go to the control points. We can go to the make segment, but I'll press F so it will close or fill it. It will fill it. Then we have we can delete this one, delete the vertices, and I want something like this. But I want this one to be filled. What I can do is that I can't fill it because it can't be. I don't have any segment. I can't press 2 or 3 or 1. We have only vertices. Okay, so I'll press tab and I will go to where? I'll go to the object and convert this one. It was curve, so we will convert it to the mesh. And I'll press tab. I can, let's see, I'll press 1. I can see that it changed. Do you see? And I can press 2, it will change it. But I'll press A, so I will select all, and I'll press F, and something like this will be created. What I can do is that I'll press tab and go to press this one and extrude it and insert it. Let's see what we can do is that scale it and insert. We can't insert it because the dimension is the form is not good enough to be insert it. Okay, so scale it. We'll scale it. Okay, so extrude, and I'll have another trick that I showed you, which is I'll not extrude. I'll right click it and scale it in this place, and it will be like a inset. Okay, and something like this is created. I can press Ctrl 2, so I'll give it a subdivision. Okay, like this. But I'll delete this one, and yeah, I like the way it looks. Okay, so let's go again and see what else we have in the Bezier. Curve Bezier. What we can do is that we have extrude, as we said, and we have extrude to cursor. For example, if I click on this, I can click. Like having what we have is when we select this, when we control and right click, let's see, it happens the same. You see, I can press this one and F, and let's go to the objects and we can convert it. But I will not convert it. I'll Control Z, and the radius, and this one I will not use this one, and we will go to the randomize. I'll randomize it. You see, I selected both, so I will select one and I will randomize the direction. See, randomize vertices. Okay, like this, and I will delete it, and I'll go to the Shift A. I'll go to the circle. It's different from this circle. This circle, when I press tab, I can see that it has vertices, it has edges. I can Control Z. Let me select all with A, and I can make a face of it. But the other curve one, I can't. Let us go to the tab. Only we can see something like this. You see, there's no face, there's no edges, So we can just select this one and play with it, and we can select this and we can play with this one. Let us play with it, and or we can press G and Z and make it something like this, and then we can press G and Y, and let's see something like this, you see. And or I will make it something like this, like a chips, or like a chips, yeah. And we will go to the convert, and let's go to the convert and convert it to the mesh, and I can see something like this, and I'll press F and I'll make it like a chips, and I will extrude this face. Let's extrude this face, something like this. I hope it's clear, and I'll inset a little bit and inset this one. So yeah, that's cool. I can inset it in two directions too. Let's inset it something like this, and let's press Ctrl 2 and something like this. We have to work with it, but this is enough for this video. So I hope it was helpful, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.